Hey y'all, it's Kim. So I'm going back through the last five podcast things that Kamala Harris has done because I'm really looking at the comments. People are just not feeling her at all. Uh, this one is Club Shay Shay, so Shannon Sharp. He had Cat Williams on a few months ago, and he was going through a lot of different things. I mean, I think that episode might have had what 300 something thousand, or maybe it was a little bit more than that. And then this one for Kamala, whatever, it has 901,164 views. This is as 22 hours ago. But let's see, he has 3.6 million followers. So Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. And anyway, I didn't go and watch it. I actually went in for the comments. But see right here, it has Cat Williams, the full episode. If you haven't watched that one, I would encourage you to do that. But let's see. Here is the one for Kamala, however people say her name. At this point, if you say it wrong, it's racist, blah, blah, blah. But let me pause this because I don't want to play any of this because yeah, anyway. But let's look at some of the comments. I put on here, this is my comment. I said, I'm here for the comments because I grew up in a middle class family and have aspiration, dreams, and goals. I said, word salad and talking points. It says, the real MVP is Shannon team for not turning off the comments. This comment section has restored my faith in the country. Respect to this channel for not turning off the comments. I have ambitions, dreams, and aspirations that these comments keep going. I think more people showed up for the comments section than the actual interview. I did. I went in there for the comments. I just wanted to see if people, because you figure if she's going on a lot of these, like black people, or you know what I mean, like these podcasts with black artists or whatever you want to call them, if she's going on there with them, more than likely they're already going to vote for her. But I'm not saying that they have to because of that. It's just you kind of assume that some of their viewers would be doing that. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's not about race, it's about your capabilities. Anyway, let me go on. It says, I think more people showed up for the comment section than the actual interview. I felt more unity in the comment section than I have the last 4 years. Oh my gosh, that one's real good. It says, I know I'm 16 hours late, but I came from a middle class family. Shannon has more ads than Kamala has context. It says 600,000 people came to look at the comment section, and I'm one of them. It says 11 hours ago when that was posted. It says, who else paused and ran straight to the comments? Yeah, I didn't even watch it. Like I said, I don't need to hear anything else she has to say. It says, I'm reading these comments and I just want you guys to know I grew up in a middle class family. It says, this must be the smaller podcast down the street. Ooh, as opposed to Joe Rogan. Anyway, it says, Shannon, no matter what you do, brother, please don't disable these comments. Yeah, Shannon, congratulations for breaking her record for the most non-watch straight to the comments video in Club Shay Shay's history. It says, I grew up in a middle-class family that paused this video and went straight to the comments. So see, they're not even there. Like, it's not like she's popular or likable or people really interested in hearing her, because if you've heard one, you've heard them all, because it's the same thing over and over again. I'll read this last one here. And it says, I was raised in a middle class family that goes straight to the comments and they didn't disappoint. Okay. So then let's see. This is Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God and Kamala Harris. No, I didn't listen to this either because I don't want to hear it. So this one, let me see. He has 5.64 million subscribers with 558,000 views. So that's pretty bad. 13 days ago. And then it says there's 37,352 comments. and 17,000 likes. I can't see the unlikes for whatever reason. They don't allow that, but I can't see it. Doesn't matter to me. It's not my podcast. So let's start off right away. Charlemagne can now join the cast of The View. Yeah. Yep. The fact that this only has 518,000 views a week later is telling as F whatever. I like how she says Donald Trump uses fear as they continue to talk about him for 75% of the interview, pointing out how scary it would be if he won. Oh my goodness. And then while this interview played, all I did was read the comment section. This world is waking up. Amen and hallelujah. In my home, we will vote for whoever has the policies that are for us and our family, not to vote based on race and gender. Honesty and integrity does mean a lot. Yes, I think people realizing that's what we're concerned about, not race, ethnicity, religion, none of this stuff. Do you have the policies? Are you competent to do the job? It's not racist to expect the person that's coming into this position to have some kind of qualifications to back it up. It can explain their policy. Tell us what you're going to do with no BS, no fillers, no ums, ands, or anything else. Just tell us straight up what your policy is. And I've said this before, the reason she won't do that is because if you look back at her past history, she had all these things on here, like defund the police, her stance on fracking, healthcare for all, the gun grab when she was locking up people for marijuana charges. Obviously, the border, they were saying how racist it was to have a wall, calling it a vanity project for Donald Trump. There's things that the American people are concerned about, obviously the economy too, but there's things that the American people are concerned about, and it's like the Democrat Party seems to be totally disconnected from what we want. Anyway, I'm going to go back onto this, but these comments are pretty good. It says, why does Charlotte talk crap about Harris with Andrew Schultz, but not to her face? Well, that's true. I mean, if you're going to say it, you might as well just say it to her face. It says, my rents increased almost 20% in the last 2 years. Groceries are sky high. Taxes went up, but my wages haven't kept up with the inflation. There's no middle class anymore. If anybody making less than 50K a year don't see that, then they say F. I won't use that. It says, 16,000 likes versus 47,000 dislikes. The people have spoken. Yeah, I don't know where they're getting that. I don't see how they can see it. I can't. YouTube doesn't show dislikes. How do you see dislike? Okay, so that's what I was saying. Yeah, they don't let you see the dislikes, so I don't know how they're getting that. Let's see. Wonder how that Joe Rogan Trump podcast went. I can search this up, no problem, LOL, but can't search up the Rogan one, and it still has 35 million more views. The people spoke a long time ago. This just confirms it, and Charlotte is the one who said he was bigger than Rogan. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't know who's bigger. I don't care. I'm a very small little independent channel on here, and I'm just going through these comments because I think this is gold. Because this is just showing that not everybody, is going to just vote for her. Here it says, comment section is preaching black vote isn't for sale. Well, there shouldn't be. They should not be pandering to people. Give us the damn policy. Tell us how you're going to make things better, more prosperous for everybody, not based on race, not promising things to certain groups of people. I mean, make it good for everybody. That's what American prosperity, America first is. It says, this is a black network in the comment section looking like a Trump rally. Kamala is cooked. Wow. That's pretty wild. Okay. It says, forget the interview. The comments are way more interesting. I'm glad to see this country isn't as dumb as they assume. That's good. I mean, I'm glad because we have all these elites trying to tell us who we need to vote for, but it's based on them retaining power, their party, whoever is in control and charge. I mean, people aren't stupid. They can see what's happening. It says, I'm going to win. Like, please shut the F up, whatever. You don't even sound right trying to say that. I'm going to win. Oh, I guess she used her accents, one of her many accents here. Let's see. The government has an obligation to protect their citizens. It has no obligation to those who are here illegally. Thank you. Yeah, they shouldn't even have any type of constitutional rights. They're not under the Constitution, but whatever. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just an American citizen who's very concerned going forward. Okay, I'm going to read like maybe two more comments and then we'll move on to the next one. So it says she spends too much time talking about Trump. We know Trump. Who are you? That's good. I mean, at least people are asking that question. They want to know. It said she was raised middle classes and unburdened by what has been. I don't know what that means, but whatever. I know it's the stupid comment that she knows what's going on. Being unburdened by what has been. No, I want to be unburdened by this has been. This has been. We don't want her anymore. One more. Okay, this says Trump bad. That's the name of their thing. It says, who else immediately went to the comment section? Me. I went. All right, so let's move on to the next one. These are just priceless, y'all. So, of course, CNN, I think I showed this one, and the next one is probably MSNBC. I said Trump lives rent free in her head. Take responsibility for your actions in the White House. And then I said pulling out all the stops to bash Trump 2 weeks before the election. Got it. No sensible policies to speak of, and everything is Trump's fault, even though he hasn't been in office for the last 3+ years. The next one says, well, I don't care what side you're on. If your candidate's campaign strategy is just to bash the other side, it's an embarrassment. CNN, give us the full interview. Actually, I think I did this one yesterday. Let me go down to a few comments that I hadn't read. It says, keep blaming on Trump so you don't have to answer any questions. Her advisors recommended that. Yeah, just keep pointing stuff at him, and that takes the heat off of her. But then that makes her just that much more unlikable and unrelatable. It says, who is clueless enough to be an undecided voter in these times? Yeah, a vote for Trump is a vote for an American hero. Yeah, I agree. By the way, we did vote Saturday, and I voted for Trump. My husband did too. We voted basically a straight Republican all the way down the line because I just don't think the Democrats have our best interest at heart. I think they get in there, they make a little money, and then they forget why they're there. They're not there to serve us. But I'm not saying that all the Republicans do that either. I mean, there's plenty of them that need to go, but you just deal with what you can, and the Republicans more line up with my personal values versus what the Democrats espouse. I don't agree with the abortion issue, but I'm not the one making all the decisions. I'm just saying I don't agree with that. I don't agree with just pushing that. It used to be pro-choice, meaning you had a choice. Either you could commit an abortion or you keep it. Now it seems like the whole thing is just gone straight to abortion. Do not pass go, just go straight there. So I don't deal with all that. That's one thing that would definitely turn me off about just by anybody that's pushing it. Here's another another comment here. And this is the one on CNN. It says she was not able to provide answers, but tried to convince the undecided voters by talking shits about Trump. I mean, whatever. I know people get fat finger when they're typing. So here's another one. It says, I used to be a Democrat. She has made no sense on a number of issues and does not answer questions. She says, I'm voting Republican. Let's see. Based on negative comments for Kamala in this video of the town hall, why are polls showing it's a tight race? Truly curious. Who knows? They may be voted or not, sorry, polling more Democrats or double dipping into the pool or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care about all that. I want to see what the election results are. We already know it's gonna be some shenanigans going on, and we'll just see how it goes. But whatever. I pray that he gets in and we can just move on from this. Turn the page from this last 4 years, y'all. Get these people out of there. Get them out of the Senate and the House too, because we don't need any more Democrats destroying this nation. Yeah, it's got a checker past, but man, this is like the best country in the world. Why are other people leaving their countries to come here if we're so bad, so racist, and all this other nonsense? Give me a break. They've been coming here for years because we had the American dream. Anyway, okay, let's see. Here's another comment. It says it's actually crazy to see whether or whatever question is. Wait a minute, let me start this over. It's actually crazy to see whatever question is, it ends with Trump. I'm kind of having a hard time understanding that, but it's actually crazy to see whatever question it is ends up with Trump. Okay, got it. Okay, they just switched up the is and the it. It's okay, got it. And then it says she knows more Trump than her own policies. That's true. She stole that tax on tips thing. Oh my gosh. Plagiarism, everything else. She's a thief, a liar. Anyway, it says, OMG, I don't like this woman. You told us Biden was very stable and fit, then your party threw him out. And now you're using Trump is unfit to lead. You're not believable. Okay. It says, I'm a Democrat and cannot vote for this woman. I actually have a lot more trust in Trump and I voted for him. All right. So this is the CNN one. This was Charlemagne the God. And this is Club Shay Shay. Three very popular sites on YouTube. I mean, if you feel so inclined to sit through word salad, be my guest. I may try to link them in my personal video once I upload all this with the comment section, but I can't sit through another one of her things. Let me see. So then here's the one with Kamala Harris and NBC or MSNBC, MSDNC. Let's see. Oh, this one's pretty funny. I already went through these on one of the other videos. It says, this literally cannot be someone running for president. Wake me up. It says, people are waking up in this comment section. Proves it. How many are here for the comments? See, you're seeing a recurring theme. People are just coming in for the comments. It says, by the way, she was brought up in the middle class. It says, if I were a Buddhist monk attempting to clear my mind of all thoughts, I'd watch this interview. If you want to stop price, or excuse me, if you want to stop price, this person puts gauging, even though it should be Gouging. Big pharma will be a good place to start. Yeah, it should be price gouging. Can we get an interview with the same questions for Trump? It would be helpful to hear his answers. I think he's already given all of his, but whatever. And then it says, thanks, Harris, for telling me I work hard and have dreams. Right now, my dream is lower gas and grocery prices. You have no plans to make that dream come true. Trump 2024. Let's see. I absolutely don't understand how anyone is voting for this mess. I admit I was wrong for voting for Biden in 2020, but I'm done with their failed regime. It's time to move forward and get real change. Trump 2024. I got nothing from this. It's like a first grade reading assignment. Oh, first grade reading assignment. Sorry. It says the hippo jumped. What did the hippo do? It jumped. Yeah, I mean, see spot run. Run spot run. It says Tim Walz, we cannot take 4 more years of this. For real. Did he forget who's in the office right now? Biden, Harris? What a moron. It says these comments give me real hope for the election. God bless all of you. Yes. It says she's such an embarrassment. So, I mean, she's not all that. Let's see. She agreed with everything Kamala said and was talking crap about Trump. This is a joke already. Who is this? Oh, the MS. I was thinking about the CNN thing with Jake Flapper because he's always flapping his gums. Whoever the lady was on this MSNBC in DNC, whatever. It says, I hope we all know that it doesn't matter who is in the top job because this is a systemic problem. Greed. We have allowed many of our economic sectors to take advantage of the American people. It's disgusting and frightening for the future of our country. My husband and I will be retiring in the next 2 years in another country. We're absolutely worried that SSI will no longer be funded. We'll have to rely on his pension, a 403B, and a very prolific investment account with my Stephanie Janice Stifle, whatever that is. Our national debt is bloating and expanding every month. Our government needs to get spending under control and cut the federal. I agree. I mean, that's a long one, but yeah, let's see. People have had plans, aspirations, and dreams for the last 4 years, but nothing has happened. Has she forgotten they have been in office this last 4 years and things are worse? That's true. It says this comment section is gold. MSNBC is a joke. Well, and that's why, I mean, they're losing credibility with all this stuff. I don't know if y'all have seen the interview with JD Vance and Jake Tapper. I mean, he was just basically arguing back and forth. Dana Bash did the same thing to him. And he was like, are you going to let me finish the, answering your question? Or are you just going to continue to debate me on this stuff? I mean, yeah, you have to just kind of like put them in their place because you know that they're just an arm of the Democrat Party. I mean, they all get the same talking points. They put out the same word of the day. I don't know if I remember Pee Wee's Playhouse, but they would have this machine and it would kick out this little piece of paper and it had the word of the day, and everybody would scream and you like laugh and get all rambunctious if the word of the day was said. It's kind of like when they jumped on the weird train. Now they're on the Hitler train. I mean, there's just different words that they come up with, and they all seem to use it. And of course, trying to make it seem like Kamala's been the best thing since sliced bread, or she's the second coming of Jesus, as far as the Democrat Party is concerned. It says she sounds like Trump was the president in the past 3 years. Yeah, she was blaming everything on Trump during this thing. But anyway, I'm going to move on to the very last one. So this, okay, I don't know if y'all have seen that Call Her Daddy. I couldn't find the full uh, podcast or whatever. I think she probably took it down because the comments were so negative. But even for this, who is this person? Hell, I can't even see the name. Oh, the Really Good Podcast. So it's 40 minutes and it says the Vice President Kamala Harris Call Her Daddy podcast full interview. So even this, it only has 259 likes, 21,000 views, and that's pretty low. 312 comments. Like I said, I can't find the full interview, and if somebody else has it, send me a message or whatever, and I'll see what I can do as far as pulling it up. It says, how the bloody fudge can anyone listen to this and vote for president of the most influential, powerful country in the world? It says, dear God, this is the most weirdest thing I've ever seen and heard in my whole life. After 30 seconds, I had to get the F out of here. Had to escape this strange place before any spiritual Or psychological damage is done to me. Goodbye. This is the most boring trash ever. Holy crap. Hell. This is the absolute worst thing you could do for your career. Call her daddy lady. Ugh, disgusting. I watched 2 interviews by her and not a single question or talk about policy as a political candidate. Even Biden was at least good with talking about policies. This is crazy. It says it is not a lie. Babies are being left to die after failed abortions. This guy is full of lies. That's I think she was said that about Trump. Kamala said that about Trump during their debate, and that's rich coming from her. Kamala repulses me. I keep trying but can't watch this garbage. Something about redacted. Okay, she chose Cooper because she would say yes to a short-term interview and wouldn't prepare for 3+ hours of questions. Kamala crumbles through her fear of self-accountability. Well, I mean, but you're asking us to vote for you. It says women never had a constitutional right to abortion. Shame on Alex. Thank you for doing this so I don't have to give her the views. Okay. The cringiest podcast I've ever heard. Wow, not a single question asked was answered and was a whirlwind of nonsense. It's like, what the actual F? And then the stupid background video distracts from the seriousness and importance of the interview. I don't know. I'm not going to play this person's video. I just was looking at their comments. It's insane how you had an opportunity to sit down with her and ask her any other questions and really press her about issues. Instead, you took this and asked her about her childhood, personal life, and effing abortions. See, and that's the thing. I mean, are women really that? I mean, are they that focused on that, or are they focused on other stuff? I just don't get that. I mean, I would be more concerned about the economy because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go into all this, but I mean, when you're talking about, they call this a sex podcast, let's call her daddy thing. So it's almost like, I guess if you have women that are going around doing things and they wind up pregnant, I guess that's where they would be like interested in. I really don't know. Anyway, whatever. I don't care. I'm not into all this stuff. I don't even care about the podcast. I'm just looking at the comments. Whatever these people are doing, I wouldn't have them as friends. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, here's another one. It says she's so passionate about preventing child sexual assault, yet within the first couple of days of being in office, she did away with the rapid DNA testing at the border to validate whether someone actually is a relative or if they're smuggling children from trafficking, not to mention the lost 32,000 plus children that crossed during the last 3.5 years. Actions speak louder than words. So here's a comment from the Call Her Daddy podcast, and it says it's baffling that during the discussion when Alex Cooper asked Kamala Harris about laws dictating what men can do with their bodies, they both completely ignored one glaring reality: the draft law. Not only did Harris, who was not only an attorney, but also the Attorney General of California, confidently state that there isn't such a law, but she also has a nerve to claim there can't be one. This blatantly disregards the fact that men have been forced into conscription, sent to war, and subjected to life-threatening situations. A clear case of the government controlling men's bodies. Alex really dropped the ball here by not challenging Harris on it. She probably didn't know, though. I don't think these people really care too much about what happens to anybody else but themselves. But that's just my opinion. And then it says, how can we seriously discuss bodily autonomy while conveniently ignoring that men already face these kinds of laws? It weakens the entire argument on equality, and it was a huge missed opportunity to ask the tough questions. Like I said, I think they both had the intent of just discussing the abortion and that women can't make decisions about their own body and this, that, and the other. Well, men can't get out of that. And my husband, I know when he turned 18, he had to go, I think, to the driver's license office, or you might have been, I think I've seen something like this at the post office, but it was called a selective service. Anyway, you had to sign up for it and get this card. And my husband, I asked him about this the other day after watching the part of that podcast. I saw clips of it. And when they were talking about it, people were saying, yeah, I mean, men have been drafted. And anyway, make a long story short, my husband has this little card still in his wallet. And he said he had to make sure he kept it just to prove that he actually did enlist in, if there is a draft, he would be called up. But now that he's older, it may not be a situation where he would be called, but still, men have been pulled in, and that's what they don't really get. Men have also been sent off to wars, World War One, Two, Vietnam, probably Korea, all the different wars. But yeah, I mean, needless to say, on all 5 of these, Kamala is not doing very well. But yeah, but I mean, hopefully that translates to less votes for her, but whatever. We'll see how it goes once this election is done. But yeah, I'll probably post something later. Maybe not today, but at some point. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of your day. And if you have time, go back and look through. It's Club Shay Shay, Shane Sharp, Charlemagne the God, or the Breakfast Club, CNN, MSNBC, and then the Call Her Daddy podcast. And even somebody put on there that no wonder Alex didn't put the whole thing, because she'd already gotten demolished, like on Instagram, probably Twitter. People were commenting very negatively on this podcast stuff. But yeah, and this was all during the time, I think she did a lot of these interviews when all this hurricane stuff was going on. So it's kind of like we see where her priorities were. But yeah, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. We only have what, 7 days? I think 7 days till the election. And we'll see. Hopefully Trump gets in. And hopefully these comments translates to vote for him, because she doesn't look like she's doing very good with a lot of people. But anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.